Hey, what's going on, guys? We are here. We are live. It's Wednesday nights. I'm excited to talk some movies, physical media. Go ahead and start asking those questions. And yeah, I don't have too much of an agenda tonight. I'm just here to hang out and chat with you all and whatever you want to talk about. Let's talk about it. Um, yeah, what has everybody been watching? What have you been seeing? What have you been getting in the mail? I mean, it's well, no, it's not Blues Day Tuesday. It was Blues Day Tuesday yesterday. Did anybody get Scream 4? I got the Steel book from Lionsgate Limited, guys. But if you didn't get the Steel book or Scream 4 on 4K, you're in luck because tonight I'm gonna give away the digital code at some point. If we can, let's make the like goal 125. 100, I think that's reasonable. 125 likes, I'll give away Scream 4 on 4K. But yeah, I have gotten a chance to watch 50 minutes of this. I think I got an hour left. So yeah, I should have my review out for this maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday I'll get a review out for Scream 4. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Again, let me know what you've been watching in the chats. And let's talk some movies and physical media, guys. Let's do it. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. That would be a nightmare if you couldn't hear me. Alex's obsession is still stuck on his mind from watching it. When did you see it, Alex? It's incredible that, I saw that movie opening weekend. I saw it on Saturday. And the movie's like it just keeps going up in box office. I think this is the first week it went down, but it only went down by a little bit. So like there's so many people that's like going to see it for the first time. It feels like it stayed relevant for like 3 or 4 weeks and everybody keeps talking about it. It's really cool. It's a really cool thing to see. Whereas, oh, thank you. Thank you, Ian. A lot of movies I feel like they just come out and then like people talk about them for the weekend and then it's over. Whereas Obsession, everybody just continues to talk about it. It's pretty cool. I do want to see Whale Fall. I heard about that movie like at 6 months ago or something. Podcast I listened to was talking about how they saw like a early footage of it or something and how awesome it was going to be. I know the trailer came out. I haven't watched the trailer. I don't like watching trailers, to be honest. If I can avoid it, I will. But I do want to see that. I do want to see it. All right, let me get back up to the top, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to get the chats. Oh, here we go. It's right up here. I like having the chat down there in the corner. I don't know if you guys like that or not, but I do. All right, we got 100 people. We got 100 people in this chat. Woo! 108 actually. Let's get rowdy tonight, guys. Let's get nuts. You guys want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I could probably find some other digital codes, If you guys want to make this a real party, real digital code party, I can pull some more off the shelf. Maybe if we get 150 likes. How about it, guys? All right, we got William Cinema here. I'm gonna stop being weird for now. What's up, Kenny and chat? Hope everybody had a good Wednesday. Yeah, I worked today. Look, guys, my schedule changed at work again, and it's okay. It's fine. Now I'm back. I was working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I worked every other Saturday. So it was like I would work 44 hours one week and then 36 hours the next. And that's good to have that like chunk of time off. Now I'm back to straight Monday through Friday again. But it's okay. Like I'm back in my routine, waking up early, walking. So yeah, I did work today though. All right, what's up, Emmett? Hey Ken, how often will you be going live? I mean, I try to go live every Wednesday. I try. I almost changed it to Thursday, then I was like, nah, I'll just go Wednesday. I like Wednesday. It's like right in the middle. I don't know. It just feels right. I used to do Tuesdays back in the day. Um, but yeah, I try to go live every Wednesday. I didn't do last Wednesday because I was on another live stream on Thursday night. And that's just I can't do the back-to-back live streams anymore. So if I know I'm gonna be on a live the next night, I just won't do my own live. Um So I skipped last week and now I'm back this week. Let's see. Did I see Masters of the Universe? I did not. I honestly like I've seen so many movies in the theaters this year. I've seen 42 movies in the theaters. My wife and I have tickets to go see Disclosure Day tomorrow. I'm excited about that. And we saw Scary Movie 6 on Monday, which I didn't hate that movie. I know people are hating on it. It's not great, but I was happy with it. I feel like it was the best case scenario for a scary movie in 2026, and I liked it better than some of those sequels. Um, but Masters of the Universe, I just don't have any interest. I'm not really a Masters of the Universe fan. You know, I feel like I was a little bit too late. I was born in '85. I don't feel like I was more like Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman, Goosebumps. Like I just grew up in that '90s like Fox kids era. I feel like Power Rangers, and I just like missed the boat on Transformers, He-Man. So I never grew up like a big fan of like Thundercats, those kind of, I mean, I was aware of them. I just didn't really care for them or watch them. So like I got no nostalgia for it. I'm not a huge fan of the Dolph Lundgren movie either. I think that that's pretty corny and kind of bad. And when I watched the trailer for Masters of the Universe, it just looked like Thor Ragnarok. So I was like, okay, they're just doing the Marvel thing, and I'm just kind of over the Marvel thing. So I didn't see it. That's not saying I won't see it. I kind of did want to try to see it because I'm kind of trying to see everything this year. But I haven't seen Mandalorian and Grogu yet because I just don't care, and it's really hard for me to get in the theater to see something when I don't care that much. And that movie didn't get the best reviews either. But yeah, Disclosure Day, very excited for that. Spielberg back in sci-fi. I'm all in on that, so I'm excited to see that. And then what comes out? The Toy Story 5. I don't want to see that either. I really don't. I'm honestly more excited to see the new Minions movie than I am the freaking Toy Story 5. But I'm sure my wife and I will take our kids and go check it out. But yeah, I didn't see it. That was a long-winded answer, but that's yeah. That is what it is. Why do you think the first Saw movie was kind of bad until you saw the ending? I just thought it was a terrible movie. And I guess it's still kind of a terrible movie, but the ending really elevates the film. I think Saw 2 and Saw 3 are better films overall than the original Saw. I just think the original Saw's ending is like peak. It's just one of the best endings, and that musical score is freaking awesome too. Let's see. What's up, Kevin Kruger? How you doing, man? What's your favorite bleak ending? Just off the top of my head, I don't know if it's my favorite or not, but it's the one that popped in my head first. The Great Silence. I just watched it this year. That ending is incredibly bleak. It's one of the bleakest endings I've ever seen for a movie. And it came out almost out of nowhere. So that's one of them. Favorite comedy that has come out since you started your channel? Oh, that's a really good question, Kevin. I like that question. Favorite Scary Movie 6. That's my no. Um, God, what that's tough. I was almost getting ready to say the Jennifer Lawrence movie. What was that movie called? I forget what it was called, where she was like naked on the beach fighting. I forget what that what that was. That was a pretty good comedy. They haven't made a ton of good comedies. That's why it's a good question. Has there been a hidden gem? I'm gonna say Friendship, because I was a little conflicted on the movie when I watched it last year, but the more I got to thinking about it, I was like, that really was like my kind of movie and my kind of humor. And I do like Tim Robinson. And I watched The Chair on on HBO Max, and I love that show. So maybe for me, it's Friendship. It's just really weird, awkward, like dry humor, and that's kind of right up my alley. I'll say Friendship. Let's see. Disney didn't renew their contract with New Regency. What are the chances for the catalogs going to labels without Disney's involvement? I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope we see them, licensing stuff out. I don't know. It's depressing to think about. Uncharted 4 versus Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't played either one, Kevin. But I did play the first Red Dead and I played the first 3 Uncharted. I just don't game as much anymore or in the past like 10, 15 years. What's up, man? How you doing? Mortal Kombat 2 is not a masterpiece. Halloween Kills versus Jason Goes Straight to Hell. I mean, Jason Goes to Hell. It's like my second favorite Friday movie, maybe my first. Lines Get Limited. They are doing a Father's Day sale, Travis. Don't spoil my video for tomorrow because I'm going to be talking about it in a video for tomorrow, doing a recommendation video. Thank you, Maria. I don't have Scorpion King on 4K. I remember seeing that in the theaters, and I did not like it very much. I just remember it being incredibly boring. But maybe it's better now that I'm older. Yeah, the Groove 3 for 33. I filmed both of those videos tonight. So I've also got another recommendation video for Groove. What's up, man? Yeah, it's time for roll call. Let's see. Dan Lin, chairman for the Netflix film division, recently told New York Times his interest was not. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw it's kind of funny. They changed their tune right after they didn't get Warner Brothers. Yeah, I mean, I never trusted Netflix. I defend Netflix sometimes though, because I think that Netflix has some good stuff on there, and I think they're valuable. They're a valuable service. Um, to have, and they do a lot of good original stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff on there that I've enjoyed over the years. But I definitely wouldn't have trusted them with the Warner Brothers catalog. I feel better about Paramount getting it, but also at the end of the day, I just really wanted them to stay their own thing. But I don't know if that's an option. But yeah, I did see that. It's kind of funny. It's such a stupid thing to say too. Like it's so stupid. I if Netflix keeps saying stuff like that, I could see like not anytime soon, obviously. I could see like if they I could see them going down the tubes in the next 10 years or so if they don't you know, stop disrespecting filmmakers and people that value that kind of stuff. I mean, I think that they want a future where all content is just disposable. Just throw it up on there, people watch it, enjoy it, then throw it away. You know? I think there's people there that want that. But I think the movie fans and the TV fans are actively pushing back against that right now. And I think it's gonna get even more so in the next, like, 5 or 10 years. So if they keep saying stupid shit like that, I could see them going down the tubes. And if they keep raising their prices, like, $2 every 6 months as well. But, Antana says, "Hey, Ken, what's up? What's going on, man?" A number of Hollywood's most respected auteurs from Christopher Nolan to Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg continue to lobby for theatrical runs. Yeah, yeah, and more power to them. I hope they continue to do so. I mean, even Martin Scorsese has worked with Netflix. He put out The Irishman with Netflix, and he works with Apple TV. But the thing I respect about Scorsese is he makes sure his stuff gets out on physical, or somebody does. William Cinema, I may be getting the 4K steelbook of Escape from LA. Yeah, that came out, didn't it? Yeah, I never got the 4K of that because I had recently bought the Shout Blu-ray when it came out, and I was like, I haven't even watched this yet. I don't need to upgrade to 4K, especially not for Escape from LA. So I never got it, but I thought maybe I would get the steelbook at some point, but I don't know. What's up, Decades 80s? Let's see. Yeah, I didn't dig into that enough to know exactly what he said. So I hope that those comments were just kind of misinterpreted, or, he didn't mean exactly what he said. Also, can Robin Williams Popeyes coming to 4K? Yeah, I spit on my laptop. I announced, or I put that out there on my Instagram account earlier this week. Uh yeah, look, I haven't heard bad things about it. I honestly like, which kind of makes me want to try to go and check it out. Um, but again, I have no nostalgia for that universe, which may help my enjoyment of it. I don't know. Um, but I did hear Jared Leto was great as Skeletor. But Frank Langella is probably the best part of the old He-Man movie, like him as Skeletor. So I don't know. Uh, what's up, Frank? Why do you I don't hate you, Frank. But I definitely don't love Bubba Hotep. You got that backwards. Okay. Why do I love Frank and I hate Bubba Hotep so much? That's the question. Go check out Frank over at Frank's Media and Reviews, guys. I was on his channel last Thursday night. He's the reason I didn't stream last Wednesday night, so blame him. Okay. But yeah, go check him out. He has a great physical media channel. Return to Silent Hill. Look, Return to Silent Hill is, I got it right here. I always keep it near me. Return to Silent Hill, people will appreciate this film in 20 years as a misunderstood masterpiece of the horror genre. This, forget about Obsession, forget about Backrooms. Nobody's going to talk about those movies in 20 years. They're going to talk about Return to Silent Hill. And they're going to talk about this umbrella version, and they're going to talk about slip covers. That's what they're going to talk about when they talk about Return to Silent Hill. Misunderstood masterpiece, maybe the best video game adaptation of all time. Okay. Return to Silent Hill. Great box set too, by the way, from Umbrella. All right. I have not seen the Spike Lee Old Boy. I've not. I do want to check it out at some point. My wife has been really wanting to watch Old Boy. We haven't watched it yet, but she really wants to watch it. I'm like, I don't think this is your kind of movie, because she likes Park Chan-wook. I was like, I don't know if this is your kind of movie or not, but I don't know. I'm gonna show it to her. You've been in contact with Toy Robot. Oh, Return of Living Dead 2 and 3. That'd be cool. I think Vestron will probably do 3 though. Yeah, don't ever own that. What's up, Captain Durag? How you doing, bud? What's up, LFL? Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I really tried. I put myself out there for that, you know? I put myself out there. Hail Rat Man. Hail Rat Man. He's back, guys. I'm trying to get Ratman back into regular rotation on the channel. Make him a little bit more of a thing, you know? Because he's still here. He's always here with us. Ratma's are always here with us. We got, let's see, everybody's saying hey to Frank. Adrian's here. I haven't even, I've been on for 20 minutes and I'm still just like starting at 9:32. Most underrated movie of the year so far. That's a good question. I liked How to Make a Killing a lot. I thought it was really fun, and it was pretty ballsy too. It did some things that I didn't think it was gonna do, and it's got Ed Harris, and I do love Ed Harris. So that's one of them. Also, Is God Is a really good kind of throwback revenge thriller that I don't think is getting a lot of appreciation or love. So I would say those two, maybe the more underrated movies of the year for me. We did get a super chat from Steven Langford, $5. Thank you so much, man. Will Inferno and Angels and Demons get the same 4K Steelbook extended cut treatment as a 20th anniversary edition of the first movie? Thanks, man. I honestly do not know. I really don't know. Thank you for the $5. I apologize that I cannot answer your question better, but I will say that if Sony does own them, I think that, they've definitely done franchises in the past where they'll consecutively put out one after the other. I think it's possible. I don't know about Inferno. That Inferno didn't do as well, right? I feel like that was one that kind of got lost in the shuffle. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Angels and Demons was kind of a big deal when it came out. So maybe that one and maybe not Inferno. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know at all, but maybe it's possible. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you a clip for your troubles.
She got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
I'm in an owl mood tonight, guys. I watched City Hall yesterday. I watched City Hall with Al Pacino, John Cusack, Bridget Fonda. Pretty good movie. Pretty good movie. From 1996. I've been watching a lot of 1996 movies lately. I may talk about that later. Order from Groove, great sales, but due to my mailing service, the K7 come in great condition. Oh, that sucks, man. It's your mailing service's fault? What's up, LFL? Mid-level gaming. Yeah, we're gonna start it. We're gonna start it up soon. What's up, Aaron Click? We all have fun with Kenny Levels and Ratman. Hell yeah, Adrian. Yeah, Adrian remembers Ratman. He remembers. He's a OG. Mark is me. Ken, what's up? What's up? Why do I get sleepy after touching myself? I mean, sometimes it's tiring, you know? It requires a lot of physical exertion, and, you lose your life force, you know? That's what it is, and then you just fall asleep. So, and no slips, although Superman yeah, I mean, those older ones, you're not gonna get the slips, okay? Like, if it's brand new, came out in the last, like, 6 months, maybe, maybe. But most of those older ones, man, you're not gonna get the slips, so do not expect the slips. What 4K player do you wanted to buy? The Panasonic, 480 is probably what I'm gonna be getting next. Maybe the 820. Lionsgate isn't getting back into yeah, I don't know. I plead the fifth on that one. I don't know what's going on over there. I really don't. I've asked them and I haven't really got anything back. I don't know what's going on. I've heard that they are gonna replace it, then I heard they aren't, and the whole thing's just been very wishy-washy. I don't it kinda sucks, but Lionsgate, I know those guys over there. They care. They really genuinely care about the customer experience, and you can just tell that by the stuff that they do and how they put stuff out and things. Um, I think they'll fix it. I think there's just a lot of confusion over there regarding what happened with the restoration. Was it actually Mark Jones's vision for it to look like that? I think there's a lot of confusion. And honestly, like he passed away right after he finished doing the restoration. And I don't think that they, want to go back on what his vision was out of respect for him. But at the same time, it's a terrible looking 4K. So, was there a problem with how you authored it to the disc? I don't know. But hopefully it gets sorted out and fixed, and there's some answers. And I'm confident that there will be some answers. Rank the following: Hokum, Backrooms, Obsession. I would probably do it in that order. I wasn't a huge fan of Hokum, and then I would go Backrooms, and then I would go Obsession. But honestly, Obsession and Backrooms are like neck and neck. They're both like two very different types of movies. And the more I thought about Backrooms, I liked it more. And Obsession, I just kind of like the same since I saw it. So I have to wait till rewatch them both. But I feel like Backrooms might have more staying power for me personally, just because it's more like my speed of a movie. But just really methodical and kind of introspective and moves at a like really deliberate pace. But yeah, I would say right now Hokum, Backrooms, Obsession. I think that's how I have them rated on Letterbox. My Scream 4 Steelbook should be here in the next couple of days. Awesome. Yeah, I just answered that. I'd say Obsession probably. And I would recommend Obsession over Backrooms because I don't think Backrooms is for everybody, whereas Obsession is a little bit more accessible. What's up, Jeff? I'm coming soon. Coming soon. What's up, Jim? How you doing, man? You're the only person not talking about the new Spielberg box set. You already have all the movies, right? I do, and I'm not on the Universal list. They don't send me anything. So, I would have loved somebody to send me that Steelbook box set. But Universal doesn't care about the mid-level media channel. I'm just gonna say that right now. And that's okay. Okay. I get enough. I get enough stuff in. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff. But yeah, the Spielberg set, it was a beautiful set. I would have loved to have had it, but it's $200 and I got all those movies on 4K. There's just no reason for me to own that. And I love the Steelbook sets and I love unboxing them and whatever and taking pictures and showing it off on Instagram. I was after that, it goes up on the shelf. And honestly, those big ass steelbook like 10 sets are kind of annoying to store. And I just don't need a lot more, you know. So yeah, I wasn't gonna spend $200 on that. Now, if I wake up and it goes down to like $80 on Amazon, I might just hit the order button, but not $200. I saw Scream 7 on Paramount's Plus and the series needs to die. It was pretty terrible. I've said that before. Nice. Nice. Day of the Dead is on my Day of the Dead is on the way too. Yeah, I got that one coming in too. I got freaking Scream 4. I got The Arrival with Charlie Sheen. I got a review coming out for that soon. I got freaking Hang 'em High. with Clint Eastwood, my freaking hero, Clint Eastwood, one of the best to ever do it. 4K. You know I'm reviewing this. I got the freaking. This is kind of a preview because I haven't even showed this off yet. I'm gonna be showing it off in an unboxing video Friday. But I have the freaking Jackie Chan breakout hit set. This is gonna be like my entire weekend coming up, and I got the Day of the Dead 4K on the way. Like I got too much already to get into. Oh, nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it that much to watch it twice. I need to watch both of those actually. Were they good? Can you tell us if the bluish hue in Scream 4 is present on the 4K? I got to go back and Scream 4 is not my most rewatched Scream movie. I'll be honest. I got to watch my Blu-ray and then compare it to the 4K. From what I was seeing so far, I like the look of the 4K. I thought it looked good. But I don't know how that compares to past releases. I need to go back and check my Blu-ray. Oh, don't tell me you can't hear me. I know that's not true. Let's see. First two four. Probably Saturday or Sunday. Oh yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid, baby. It's Ernest Scared Stupid time all year round. I need my Ernest box set. Can I get that? I need Arrow Video to do a box set of Ernest just like this. Just like this. Just get it from Disney, steal it from them, perform a Ernest heist, and break into Disney, into the vaults, and steal the Ernest films, and then put them out on 4K. That's what I need. My volume's going up and down. Um, just recently got around to watching Ben-Hur 4K. Warner's Brothers gave it a great 4K transfer and restoration. Yeah, phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Oh, yeah, I want to see the Furious too. Yeah, I might try to see that on Friday. Yeah, that looks good. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Let's see. Will you watch any World Cup stuff? Probably not. I'm not super into sports, honestly. Give Ken a like. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Yeah, we only got 69 likes. If you get 125, I give you all Scream 4. Would you want Scream 4? Are you too good for Scream 4? Steelbook coming out first and standard happened. Yeah, I put out a little clip out video today for my physical meter. The thing is, when I bought the Nightcrawler Steelbook, they weren't doing that thing yet, or it hadn't been known that they were going to do steelbooks and then regular slipcovers yet. So I didn't know that they had that pattern. I didn't realize they had that pattern forming until they did a couple other releases like that. So you have to understand, I didn't know when I bought the Nightcrawler 4K Steelbook. Yeah, 50s and 40s movies, a lot of them look great. Well, the Maltese Falcon, that was 40s, wasn't it? That was a great 4K. Great 4K. Well, I'm glad. Look, everybody seems to be enjoying the Masters of the Universe. I'm happy about it. I'm happy y'all enjoying it. You know. Yeah, it's just go and like, I don't know, just sit back and have a good time. It's like I I I don't know. It's weird to me how people try to critique a spoof movie. Um, like I don't know, the conversation surrounding the movie is just weird to me. Like I can understand like some of those scary movies are like just really bad. I hate the movies that are just like pop culture reference, which Scary Movie 6 does do, but it also focuses a lot on the movies themselves with the overarching Scream 5 parody narrative, you know. And then and nothing's like super clever that they do. There was a couple of pretty clever jokes that I thought were funny, but there's a lot of stupidity in it, and there's a lot of stupid stuff in the first two. And I rewatched the first one last night. That movie is still just incredibly funny to me. The first two are great, and this one felt not as good as those, but in line with those. Like it felt similar. I felt similar watching Scary Movie 6 as I did to the first two, whereas the 3, 4, and 5 were just all like just messes. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, people need to lighten up and, just have a good time. Ever, yeah, for sure. They're the scariest ever in horror movie history. No, they're just the people I've got clipped out for some reason, um, in my overlay images. I have all the same images I've had for, like, 5 or 6 years. No, nobody at work knows I do this. I think, maybe a couple people do. Couple people, but are all 4K region free? If not, which movies to avoid in the UK? 4K is all, well, there's been a couple known, 4Ks that are not region free, but they're very few and far between. It's very few and far between. Majority of 4Ks, 99.7% of them are region free. Yeah, I saw that. That's great for, isn't it coming out from Universal? Yeah, I'm excited to watch the Crystal Lake show. My wife and I started watching the Cape Fear show on, Apple TV Plus, and it's okay. I don't wanna say it's bad, but it's not very good either. So, at least so far, we've only watched the first 2 episodes. Um, yeah, I hope my audio is good because 'cause I've been going for a while now, and I don't know how to fix it at this point. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, man? Do you get good Mexican food where you're at? I get decent Mexican food. I like me some El Nopal, some El Tarascos, whatever you call them. We got some good places. I watched Naked Weapon last night. I haven't watched that yet, Mark. I need to. I got to get on the Naked Weapon. It looks good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even think I've seen the 4th one. Well, I think I remember the Shaq and Dr. Phil sequence. That's in the 4th one, isn't it? I think I've seen it. I know I haven't seen the 5th one. I know I haven't seen that because that looked god awful. How do you get your 5th chair of physical media high council on the big picture? I know you gotta love those episodes. I do. Look, I've been watching the big picture. I just discovered them. Like, well, I discovered I think Sean Fennessy when he interviewed Zach Kreger and they were talking about Barbarian coming to 4K. That was the first time. And then I think a couple months later, I discovered their podcast and started listening to it. And yeah, I love those physical media high council shows. I do watch those. I do. Reminds me of the old days. They kind of stole my idea because I used to do the physical media roundtables. They kind of stole my idea, but it's okay. I'll forgive them. All right. Oh, you got the digital code for Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End. I kind of needed that, man. Well, thank you. Some people appreciate it, I guess, in the chat. Yeah, pop out 4K. I love Fox Kids as a kid. I also grew up with Beetleborgs, VR Troopers. I watched all those. Greetings from Ecuador. What are you hoping for in the future from Toy Robot? I hope that they get back to doing some more like fun genre films, kind of in line with the stuff Vestron Video does, like Chopping Mall, Blood Diner, um, that kind of stuff. I think would be cool. They could do a Return of the Living Dead 2 or something like that. Like, yeah, just some fun genre movies. Honestly, I would love it if they did stuff like Suburban Commando and Surf Ninjas and Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead would maybe be perfect. Encino Man, but some of that stuff's owned by Disney, so I don't know. What's your favorite movie of the year so far? It's tough. I still think it's Sin Help. I still think it's Sin Help. I love Sin Help, but I like Michael a lot too. They're both kind of up there. Yeah, I love all the Psycho movies. If I had to rank them, I would rank them 3, 2, 4, and 1. See, not everybody would do that. Most people would say 2 is number 2, and some people would say 2 is number 1, which I think is just blasphemy. to say that. But I love 4, the beginning. I've got a ton of nostalgia for that movie. That's the sequel that I watched the most as a kid. I love the first one, I love the 4th one. I love the prequel aspect of it. Um, and 2 is great too. Like, they're all really great. They're all solid. The 3rd one's probably the weakest, but it's still really solid. So I'm a big fan of all 4 of them. Um, get a girlfriend, guys. Why do you assume that people that like physical media or in a chat talking about physical media don't have girlfriends? I've been with my wife since I was 17. I've been married for 18 years. Dorks can have girlfriends and be married and have kids. And then at the same time, they can be in their basements live streaming, talking about physical media movies. Those two things can happen at once. I'm proof of that. And I'm sure a lot of people in the chat are as well. I couldn't get into He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers. G.I. Joe, I watched some. I used to play like a G.I. Joe video game on my Commodore 64 computer. So I think that's how I played, or that's how I um, discovered G.I. Joe. Ghostbusters, I was a huge fan of. I love the cartoon of Ghostbusters. I don't know when that came on, but I love the movies and I watched the cartoon and I played also the video games on my computer. So, um, can't wait about the Burbs. I skipped the Burbs for now. I'm gonna circle back, but the reason I did is because I keep getting burned picking up these Scream Shout Factor releases day one, and in 2 weeks they drop $5. Like I think The Haunting I got the day it came out for $36, and then I turn around a week later and look, it's down to 29. It's down like $7 from when I got it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna grab the Burbs week one. I'm gonna grab it like week 3 and see if that price goes down a little bit. Because it'll still likely have the slipcover. But I do want it. I am going to get it. I'm just gonna wait a couple weeks because I got so much right now on my plate to check out anyway. I don't need another 4K right now. But I'm excited for it though. Didn't care for the Saw movie. I think OG Saw is great. What time is it, guys? Why am I? Damn it! I'm so far behind. Yeah, I didn't get the Patriot yet. I haven't got my Patriot yet. I did pre-order the Patriot Steelbook, and it is still held up in the mail. I haven't got it yet. So yeah, I don't know who you saw that got it, but I didn't get it. Um, but I was excited to watch that movie again because I haven't seen the Patriot in a good 10, 15 years, and I love that movie. I love it. The Mist is a Bleakin'. Yeah, that's a good one too. No Hard Feelings. Yep. Let's see. I gotta skip some stuff, guys. I cannot be 30 minutes behind. I apologize. Um, let's see. Yeah, when I saw Ocarina getting a remake, I'll probably end up buying a Switch 2 for that. That's my favorite video game of all time. Um, for the Warner Archive announcements this week, there are a couple of titles. Yeah, I'm trying to get more into Warner Archive. I guess I'll bring these two up. I was gonna do a video on them. I don't know if I will. Or I'll just wait till I get a few and I may do a video on a bunch of them. But I did get Follow Me Quietly and I got Possessed with Joan Crawford, which was a great movie. I really enjoyed this. This was kind of, it was okay. Kind of, noir thriller from the 40s. It's only like 58 minutes. I thought the ending, it fell a little bit flat in the ending for me. But it's enjoyable enough. There's some, cool things in it. But Possessed with Joan Crawford was really solid and really cool, and it's a 1931 movie, so it's a pre-code film. But I really enjoyed it. Both of these releases were good, and the Warner Archive Blu-rays always look amazing. Like these are both black and white, but they looked incredible. This movie is 1931. It looks amazing, absolutely amazing. What they do with some of these releases on Blu-ray, and this is why Warner Brothers and Warner Archive should be appreciated for the work that they do. But yeah, I'm trying to make an effort to get a couple of one or two Warner Archives every month. I just kind of scroll through and look at the premises and see what interests me the most. I mean, this is a serial killer movie. Um, and I've heard nothing but great things about this movie for years, so I wanted to check it out. But yeah, this is a real good movie, and these have both got like short films on them too. I think by the same directors, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, winners, or at least Possessed is one, and they actually did a remake of it. And I was looking at my DVDs, and I have it. I have the remake of Possessed. I think I must have got this at a Goodwill or Half Price Books back in the day. But it's also got Joan Crawford in it, which Joan Crawford is an amazing actress. I need to check out more of her. Mildred Pierce, I know, and she's incredible in that. But yeah, Possessed was a really. It's interesting when you go back and watch a movie like Possessed, and you realize that all these themes that everybody feels like they're so cutting edge in bringing to cinema now, they were all there 95 years ago. Like, nothing is new. Everything's derivative of something else. So yeah, I'm always very impressed when I go back and watch movies from the 30s. And I'm like, this is where it started, and every single movie has taken from this. Every single one, and you can see it right there. It's right there on the screen where every other movie has copied these other movies. I still have yet to watch Fincher's Killer. What is my religion? That's a very personal question. Honestly, I don't actively go to church or practice any religion. I was raised Catholic, so I guess I'll say Catholic. I went through the confirmation and everything. I have been to Baptist churches over the years. I've been to Lutheran churches over the years. Um, but I was raised Catholic, so that means I was drinking by the time I was 7. If you know, you know. Let's see. How many movies do you think the average person would need to really feel like they no longer need streaming? I don't know. I mean, I got a hell of a lot of movies, but I still feel like I need streaming. So I don't know what the magic. I think for everybody, it's different. I mean, some people would be fine just owning 200 movies. It depends on how many movies you plan on watching or what your goal is and how much of a cinephile you are. I mean, I've been using streaming a lot lately for exploration and just convenience. I've been watching movies at work on my break and stuff on my phone on Tubi. That's how I've been getting through a lot of movies. Um, so yeah, it just depends. Step Brothers is pretty fun. I didn't like it when it first came out, but I've grown to like it quite a bit over the years. All right, guys. The Conjuring 2 is out, Mark. My favorite Arrow release is probably, I mean, it's tough. Probably The Mask, honestly. Probably The Mask or maybe, The Warriors is a great release. That was my favorite release of the year it came out. But I also love the Hellraiser box set. I love the Psycho box set. That's like picking your favorite kid. But gun to my head, I'll pick The Mask 4K. Um, I feel Ratman would have a hard time getting a date for the prom. He might. He might. What do you think about that, Ratman? Do you think you'd have a tough time finding a date to the prom? He's not talking right now. I don't know what his deal is. He's not very chatty tonight. He usually is. Um, it could be female. Could be female. I mean, it's Rat Ma, but Rat Man for short. I do. That's one of the best 4Ks. HD room? I don't know about HD room. I know the movie room. That's a good place to buy 4Ks. I don't know HD room. Yeah, Scary Movie 6 coming to Blu-ray and DVD so far. No 4K for that in the States. Oh, yeah, they added the Lionsgate logo, didn't they? I noticed that. I did notice that, Michael, yeah. I did notice that. I would love a Everybody Loves Raymond on Blu-ray. I'm surprised we don't have it. We got The King of Queens on Blu-ray. So I don't know who I mean, it's CBS, right? So would that be what who owns CBS? Is it Paramount? I forget. I know Disney's ABC, NBC's Universal. Is Paramount CBS? I think it is. Yeah, they need to put out Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah, I need to go see it. Like if I got a choice of seeing that Masters of the Universe this weekend, I'm gonna see Furious. Watch all those foreign films as they were made and intended. Avoid Hollywood remakes like the plague that they are. Well, sometimes, the American remakes can be pretty good. You sold your Rambo 4K Steelbook collection. Oh, I mean, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, like I said, it's big and bulky. It just takes up too much room. I mean, I love my Rambo Steelbook set, but it's just, you know, it's big and awkward and it doesn't fit anywhere. Like when I put it on top of the shelf, it's like half hanging off. It just there's not a good spot for it. Yeah, I never liked the Da Vinci movies. I think I only got the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, Pacino is a legend. I think we'll ever get Broken Arrow in 4K. I mean, you're preaching to the choir, man, because that's like maybe top 10 most wanted 4Ks for me, and that's a Touchstone movie or Hollywood Pictures. It's one of them, but it's Disney, and Disney sucks ass, and they'll probably never put it out. So get the Blu-ray and enjoy it. It's an okay Blu-ray. It's not great, but it's better than nothing, I guess. But I watched that earlier this year. That movie is still a banger. It holds up. I don't care what anybody says. It competes with The Rock. It competes with Face Off. I think it's better than Face Off. And it's one of the best action movies of the 90s. Is Broken Arrow. I'll pick it up on Blu-ray. I'll probably end up picking up the whole franchise on Blu-ray if I can get a couple of those multi-packs. Nice, man. I'm glad you found me. I'm glad you found me. All right, did we ever get 125 likes? We're at 99. We need 25 more for me to give away the digital code for Scary Movie. Uh, yeah, I've watched probably 15 movies from 96. I was gonna do like a rapid fire, just like review session here in a little bit of the movies I've watched recently because I don't think I'm gonna make a video on it. Well, actually, I am gonna make a video on it, but it's kind of I'm preparing for a bigger video for the year of 1996. So there's a little tease, but I'm not just gonna talk about 15 random movies in a video, is what I mean. Find a custom slip maker. There's a good one in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I'm not into the custom stuff. I'm really not. Some of it's nice, and I think it looks great. I'm just not super into the custom stuff. Um, yeah, I was 10 for the majority of 96, so that's a very formative year for me as a movie fan is 96. Some of my favorite movies of all time came out in 96. I never bought the Pirates of the Caribbean 4Ks. Yeah, I've got like an Australian release of all 5 of them on 4K. I haven't watched them though. I do have Marlowe. Yeah, I do have Marlowe. Supposedly we're getting The Sopranos. Somebody that worked on the show said that they were working on a restoration recently. Okay, you were told by Lionsgate Limited that this would ship mid-June. Okay. Let's okay, okay. Yeah, hopefully they deliver on that. Been a while. I've been in a nursing home, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, Joseph. All my crap is in storage. Any word of Airwolf coming to 4K? Thanks. No, I haven't heard anything about Airwolf, honestly. What's going on, Chase? How you doing, buddy? Obsession is not going to hold up on at-home watches when those sudden screams and jump scares won't hit as hard. You might be right. I think that I liked the movie a lot. I thought it was a really good movie, but I do feel like people hyped it to a level that it's impossible to live up to for the coming years. Um, it's a really solid movie, but to me, it was not great, nor was it a masterpiece. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I kind of feel like it won't hold up as well for me at home. Kind of like Weapons didn't hold up as well for me at home. But something tells me that when I rewatch Backrooms, I'm gonna be more into that at home. So I don't know. It's weird, but I get what you're saying. Picked up Below, Deep Star 6. What should I watch first? I've actually never seen either one of those, so I cannot watch Deep Star 6. That's Sean Cunningham movie, so check that one out. Um, let's see. I appreciate that, Mark. Come and See. I have not seen. I have not seen. I've got the I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a little story. I bought Come and See from the Criterion Collection back in 2020. I bought that movie with every intention of watching it, and it's still sitting over there. I pulled it off the shelf last year, and I stacked it up in a stack of 1985 movies, and I was gonna burn through a bunch of 1985 movies, and I watched like 15 out of the 17 or 18 that I stacked up, and one of the 3 that was left that I didn't watch was Come and See. So I've come close to watching Come and See quite a few times, but I heard it's a very heavy movie. It's also a very long movie, so I just was never quite in the place and mood to watch it, but I will watch it at some point. It's in the collection. I just haven't done it yet. Um, I definitely don't think it's boring. It's very entertaining. Not any part of it. I would never use the word boring to describe Obsession, but movies are subjective, so who knows? Yeah, I hope my volume's not going up and down. Is that just because I go away from the mic? Maybe I don't know. Oh yeah, was it Redmond? Was it you that was arguing with me about about the J card? I'm sorry if I was snippy. Um, but yeah, I showed a picture of that on YouTube, and somebody's like, "Is that a J card?" I was like, "No, it's not a J card. It's a slipcover." And they're like, "You're incorrect. That's a J card. I can see it with my own eyes." And I was like, "Dude, I'm holding this thing right in my hands. It is a slipcover. There's no J card on this. It's the little slit around the plastic that's giving the illusion and appearance of a J card." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." I think that was you, Redmond. Maybe not. Scream 7 was bad because it was all revamped and they had to fire the actors over some comments. They're so irrelevant at this point. I mean, kind of. I'd say the majority of the sentiment and the population is on her side now. So not as controversial in 2026 as it was in 2023. But it's beside the point. Scream 7 is what it is. Hopefully they do better with the eighth one. I'm done talking about that damn movie. Uh, I just watched Hang 'em High. It's so good. Dude, that is a look. It's a big western. It's got Clint Eastwood. Don't get me wrong, but it's very underrated in Clint's filmography. He followed up the Dollars trilogy with that movie. I'm pretty sure, and I feel like it's kind of forgotten about a little bit. So I'm glad to see it get that 4K treatment from Kino because I watched that last year, or the year before, for the first time, and I was like, "Damn, this is a really good movie." And also I watched High Plains Drifter, I think the same weekend I watched it, and that's a banger too. High Plains Drifter might be Clint's best or like in his top 3 westerns. Great movie. Um, I could see you being spooked by The Arrival as a kid. I'm still a half hour behind. What the hell, guys? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I did not get the rainbow set. If it goes back for pre-order, I'll pre-order it. Um, this is crazy. I did see the new Scary Movie, Mark. My wife and I reviewed it on our channel, Married with Media. So if you look down below in the description, the link to our channel should be down there. And if you go to there, you'll see our thoughts on the movie. Live in KC area and fight FIFA games or at Arrowhead Stadium. Awesome. I don't mess too much with the settings, too much. Every now and then I might, but I keep it on filmmaker mode for the majority of the time. How do you feel about Warner Archive? I'm very worried that Paramount will cut them. I mean, Warner Archive has been destroying it. Like the amount of work that they do to restore these like classic movies in their catalog, like that is the example of like what all these studios should be doing. Warner Archive is doing that. Like they should all be doing that. Like going back in their catalog and restoring all these movies. Like cuz they got such a rich, deep and diverse catalog of films and there's so much that they've done over the years. And they do an amazing job of restoring stuff, not just on Blu-ray from Warner Archive, but then like their other classics, putting them out on 4K, licensing stuff. Um, Warner Archive, I have been sleeping on them for far too long, honestly, and I'm trying to pay more attention to them because I watched Night Shift on Blu-ray recently. The picture quality of that Blu-ray blew me away. Now, when it comes to special features, they don't really kill it there, and I do think they're a little bit too pricey, but they're great Blu-rays. Like the quality is there, but it's just they're almost priced to the level of like a boutique Blu-ray with like loads of features, but they just don't have that kind of stuff. And they don't have any extra packaging and things like that. But the quality is definitely there. And if you wait for those, sales for $53 or whatever, like that's a good time to stock up on those Warner Archive Blu-rays. But I got Judgment Night and The Hidden that's calling my name. I need to check those out soon. Ernest Scared Stupid is one of my childhood sessions. It's one of my favorite movies for sure. I saw Haunted House 1 and I was not a big fan. And when I heard that the same guy that directed those was directing Scary Movie 6, I was not very optimistic. But again, Scary Movie 6 is an adequate Scary Movie sequel. I mean, that's crazy that you all because I've heard that from a couple of people. They haven't got their Kino sales stuff yet. That's crazy to me that y'all haven't got the Kino sales stuff. Yeah, I mean, if they're treating you like that, go ahead and call them out because that's kind of ridiculous. Um, oh, nice. I mean, that's good. It's good. It's good. How did you get those? Is what I want to know. Everybody asked me if I got the new Rainbow set. I did not. I slept on it and it sold out too quickly. What's up, Danny? How you doing, man? What is the first movie you and Michelle saw at the movies? Um, I think it was Matrix Revelations. The 3rd Matrix movie. And, it was I think we were 3 months into dating, and, her mom dropped us off at the theaters, I remember that. And, yeah, that was the first movie we saw in the theaters together. I think the second movie we saw that was November of 2003. I think the second movie we saw in the theaters together was Paycheck with Ben Affleck, and I isn't that a John Woo movie? I think it is, and Uma Thurman. That was the second one, and then after that, maybe it was 50 First Dates? Maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. I can guarantee you my wife couldn't remember that, so I remember things like that. She does not. Nice. The Bride was interesting. They went for it. I can't ever accuse them of not going for it. I love Chinese food. I like General Tso's chicken. I like some egg drop soup. I like me some egg rolls, crab rangoon, lo mein, shrimp fried rice, all of it. I like all of it. What's up, Patrick Williams? Let's see. Yeah, VR Troopers is the shit. Yeah, I watched his interview with Curry Barker. Yeah, I watch him quite a bit now since I discovered him. They're just they're really passionate and they don't like take the they don't take the extreme angle. Like I'm just annoyed by the two extremes. This is the worst movie ever made, or this is the best movie ever made. And they're very fair and balanced when it comes to movie fans. So I enjoy watching them. Um, ever seen any of those videos of 35 millimeter scans of films when we wish studios would release 4Ks closer to the original filmic look? I mean, that's what they're supposed to do, and that's what a lot of them do. Yeah, Erie, Indiana, love that show too. Loved it. I watched Stay Tuned for the first time last summer on my way to vacation. I watched that on YouTube for free. See, I utilize streaming and stuff when I can, and that was a very fun movie. If that ever got a like 4K box set release or something, I would buy it. I would buy it in a heartbeat. Yeah, Housemaid was a fun thriller. It was. Never watched Are You Afraid of the Dark because I did not have cable until I was like 13 or 14. So I didn't watch a ton of Nickelodeon. I completely agree. The first one's like in my top 5, top 10 horror movies of all time. It's maybe one of the first horror movies I ever watched, and I love it. You'll never hear me say that. I have respect for the original, but not just respect. Like I genuinely believe the first Psycho movie is untouchable as a horror film. Like it's incredibly um it's just amazing. It's an amazing movie. Married 29 years. Well, you need to watch the original, Richard. I mean, American Psycho is amazing. I love American Psycho, but I would still put the original Psycho above it. Apparently not. If you have a hobby, that means you don't have a girlfriend. If you like something, it means you don't have a girlfriend. The dark. Does that mean you don't have a girlfriend since you're in the chat? Oh yeah, good one, Mark. Get him, get him, get him. Uh, I'm excited to watch it. I've been impressed by Scream Factory recently. The Haunting was a really great 4K. Um, and didn't I watch something of theirs recently? I feel like I watched some. I can't remember. Oh, the Flintstones. That Shout Studios. Flintstones looked amazing. Flintstones was amazing. John Lovitz, enjoy the show. Yeah, I'm familiar with the critic. Yeah, Burbs came out of 4K yesterday. You got to keep up with the physical media report, man. I'll let you guys know all this stuff weekly, monthly. Come on now. Um, I just got into collecting and I'm sprinting with it, but is the upgrade to 4K always worth it? It's it just depends. It just depends. Like I think 9 times out of 10, maybe more than that, the 4K is going to be an upgrade over the Blu-ray. But is it enough of an upgrade of the Blu-ray to warrant you to upgrade? Like, do you care about a movie? Do you care about that movie that much to want to see it in that much more better picture quality? Some upgrades are vast improvements. Some are kind of small improvements, but they're improvements. They're noticeable. And some you can barely notice. And then it also depends on your setup. What are you watching it on? Settings, all that kind of stuff. Do you have a 4K player that supports Dolby Vision? Or are you watching it on your PS5 or your Xbox Series X? Again, there's just a variety of factors. Um, for a lot of people, they think Blu-ray is good enough, and, some 4Ks will blow them away, but a lot of them will just be like, "That my Blu-ray looks about as good as I need it to, so I'm fine." Again, it just depends on your preference. But there's a lot of great 4Ks, in my opinion, and there's a lot of worthwhile 4Ks over the Blu-rays, for sure. Alright. I'm sorry, guys, I have to skip some stuff. Yeah, I did. I did actually tell him that in the video, but I had to film an add-in to the video, like, I had to do it after in post, but I did it because I forgot to do it on the initial filming. Because, yeah, I was kind of confused at first. Uh, yeah, I mean, they'll be around for at least 2 more years. I don't see this deal really falling through and affecting the home video side of things for another year, 2 years. I think 2 years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I haven't seen I thought I saw Michelle earlier, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm excited to get into those. I didn't. I got the 4K from Paramount to review, and that's about all I need of Scream 7. They need to do Deliverance 4K? Yeah. That I feel like they are working on that. I do, 'cause they worked with that director. What's his name? What is that director's name? John Boorman. They worked with him on, The Heretic, Exorcist too, right? Or that was just a Blu-ray, maybe they didn't work with him, but they worked with him on Excalibur, so it makes sense that they would do, Deliverance with him next, and he's getting up there, he's like 93, but I could see him wanting to do Deliverance with them and doing another interview. Don't waste your time or money. Yeah, I've wasted my time and money on a lot of stuff in the theaters this year. If I can waste it on The Strangers Chapter 3, I can waste it on Masters of the Universe. I'll be okay. Gone with the Wind, yeah, I'm excited for that. I've never seen that movie. My wife has actually seen it, and she's excited to rewatch it with me because 'cause I've never seen it. I loved Eddington. Eddington is one of my favorite movies of last year. I need to watch The Phoenician Scheme yet or again, or for the first time, sorry. I'm getting jumbled. Sorry, guys. I filmed 4 videos today. When I got off work, I came home, filmed 4 videos. I took a little break, and then I started this live stream. So my throat is pretty dying right now. Uh, it just depends. Like my mood and stuff is but streaming's good for me. Like I said, I've been watching stuff at work. I can't watch my physical media at work. So if I want to watch a movie that's on like Tubi or something, I'll check it out on my lunch. So maybe if I was at home all the time, there'd be no reason. Richard Jenkins is great and everything. Dude, Tubi has like literally everything. Like it's crazy. Crazy. It's a good streaming service too. They don't overwhelm you with ads. There's a good amount of ads in there, but they're pretty short, and it's not too bad. Those are good picks. I love the yeah, Cruising is a great release. That was a great release. Um, yeah, Dollars Trilogy too, shit. Yeah, they've just done so many good ones. That's tough. I wish Arrow would do Once Upon a Time in the West. I wish. That wasn't a great 4K that Paramount did. Oh, yeah, Conjuring 2, does need a 4K, you're right. I misunderstood you earlier. Did you get the UK version? Do we know where it comes from? I imagine it's this I don't know, I would imagine it's the same restoration that, Kino put out, but I could be wrong. Yep, it's a sickness, man, but you know what? A lot of great movies out there. A lot of great movies, and, there's definitely more than 1,000 great movies. So, there was rumor about The Last of the Mohicans. What was it? Michael Mann. Is that Michael Mann that did that movie? He was doing an interview not too long ago, and he was talking about doing the restoration. But that is a Disney title, so I could see that being announced for 4K Steelbook maybe. Maybe Sony is working on that. Uh, you know, Here lately, I've been thinking about Sorcerer, and I wanted to rewatch it the other day, but I just don't have the time to rewatch stuff as much. But yeah, that's a great movie. I just keep thinking about the music, and I love the music. But yeah, that was a great addition from Criterion. Uh, what's up, Prince? Good to see you. What's the most consistent horror franchise? Um, that's tough. It's not Scream anymore, right? Um, if it ever was. Honestly, I'm gonna say Friday the 13th, and I know people shit on some of those movies, but for me, that entire franchise is very fun, and I could rewatch any of those movies at any time. Like, I would if you told me I had to rewatch one of those movies, I would not groan in disappointment. I would just be like, "Oh, cool. We're rewatching Friday the 13th Part 3. Awesome. Oh, we're gonna watch Friday the 13th Part 7. Cool. Jason X. Cool. The remake. Cool. Jason Goes to Hell. Awesome. I love that one. So yeah, for me, probably Friday the 13th because I could pop in any of those movies and have a good time. And not every franchise for me is like that. Even though you could say Evil Dead or Scream, um, maybe those technically have better films, but I don't know. Friday the 13th for me is probably the most consistent. It's definitely not Halloween. I know that. It's definitely not Halloween. Lucy and the Monsters. Let's see. Um, who's the spamming my chat with cry emojis? Zach, I haven't got to your comments yet. Yeah, Backrooms is cool. Backrooms is cool. Oh yeah, it's Fox, isn't it? I mean, everybody says it's better. Everybody does. But for me, Broken Arrow is just way more solid. Way more solid. No, Back to the Future did not come out before I was born. I was born in 85 and Back to the Future came out in 85. Now maybe it came out in the summer of 85, so the first one technically came out before I was born because I was born in October. But same year, same year. And what else? Yeah, the two sequels came out after I was born. I remember watching the third one when I was like 5. I always thought the third one was boring when I was a kid because it was the Western one. And then as I got older, that became one of my favorites. Uh, yeah, Disney does suck ass. When do I think we'll get 8K Blu-rays? And probably never. I this is what I think. I think there will be maybe a boutique label that tries it, but I don't think it'll ever be widespread or mainstream. Oh, we just hit 125 likes, so we got 225 people in the chat right now. I'm gonna give away the code for Scream 4. There you go. You can just keep saying that Face Off is so much better, but that doesn't make it true. Don't make me say anything bad about Face Off. I love Face Off. But if you're talking about John Woo action in the 90s, American action, it's Broken Arrow every day. Every day. Not Hard Target, not Face Off. It's Broken Arrow. No, we don't have I only have one AMC and it's kind of out of the way. We have Cinemark, which is pretty cool. I like the Cinemark. You get a couple free tickets a month, and it's like 20% off of concessions. Um, which comes in handy for sure. So we definitely save. Let's see. Oh, we got a super chat from Miss Ilva. I'm not even gonna Mr. Silvagnoli. That's what I'm gonna say. Over the top 4K, worth it, $70. Blu-ray looks okay. Also, Aliens 4K looks fantastic without the film grain. How is True Lies 4K transfer? True Lies 4K transfer from memory is is pretty good overall, considering the fact that you only have a DVD and there was never a Blu-ray. So most of that movie looks really good, but there are some very wonky, uncanny sequences where everything looks way too smooth and waxy, and so it's not perfect. But would I rather watch it over the DVD? Yes, I would. So if that's the only thing we have, that's the only thing we have. It's okay. But Aliens, honestly, was my least favorite of those James Cameron 4Ks because I did not like how clean that looked. I wanted the film grain. I wanted it to look more like Alien on 4K, which I thought looked fantastic, and it didn't. Not saying it was bad, it just didn't look like I wanted it to. Over the top 4K, I don't own it. I can't say if that was good or not. I have heard it was a pretty good 4K, so maybe. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Let me give you a little super clip for your trouble. The greatest 4K ever released, Mac and Me. Probably November, I imagine. Lolita sucks. That movie is terrible. It's a terrible movie. It's the worst Stanley Kubrick movie. That being said, I'll probably add it to my collection because I have all the other Kubrick movies on 4K, and I'm a sick, twisted man. Um, oh, the last movie I saw, I didn't answer the other part of this question. The last movie I saw in the theater was Scary Movie 6. Before that, it was Backrooms. I am in support of bootlegs. If your favorite movie never got a Blu-ray because the studio was negligent and didn't appreciate what they had enough to upgrade it, and somebody else is willing to upgrade it, then by all means, screw them. And I mean Disney, because they're really they're the ones that are keeping these bootleggers alive by not doing any of their movies on Blu-ray, or at least I'd say a good 50% they haven't put out on an actual Blu-ray release or 4K or whatever. But I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Um, get it while it's available before they shut them down. Uh, The Rock. Oh my god, I love The Rock so much. I need that in 4K. That movie's so good. Uh, yeah. The Rock and Broken Arrow and Speed are, neck and neck for like my favorite action movies in the '90s. Deadwood, Mad Men, Breaking Bad, Sopranos deserve 4K. Yeah, I agree, especially Breaking Bad. Mad Men is great too, though. I love Mad Men. Shakes the Clown. Come and See's a masterpiece. Yeah, I still need to watch Saving Private Ryan. I'll get there. One day I'm gonna be a real movie fan, I promise. Watch your Criterion Boys and Girls. You won't be sorry 90% of the time. Yeah, I'm pretty good with my Criterions. I feel like I watched a good amount of them. Uh, Obsession is better than Backrooms and Hokum. All good though. Yeah, maybe. I do think that the movie will have trouble aging a little bit. But that's the thing about movies. It may not age well in the next 5 years, but then it'll find a new audience in 10 years and then it might become a legendary, iconic movie in 20 years. Like, you just never know what's gonna happen or what turn a movie's gonna take or what cult-like status it'll adopt over the next 20 years. It's kind of random sometimes, it feels like. Uh, let's see. Near Dark is probably coming out from Synops Films in 2027, and Fright Night 2, I would expect to come out this fall on 4K, um, from Red Shirt Pictures and also Synops. Yeah, I still need to watch Patton. Alright, guys, I'm working my way through the chat. I'm still 20 minutes behind. Jeez. I mean, I appreciate you guys. You all have given me a lot of great conversation tonight. It's my fault. I just can't get through everybody. I try to scroll. What's up, Iron Shack? How you doing, buddy? Marathon Man is an amazing film. I love that movie. The Outsiders has a 4K. Hoff, you want me to show you the 4K? It got multiple 4Ks. I got like a box set release. But I got the regular release and it never released with a slip cover. It never did. But The Outsiders is on 4K. It's here. I don't know if it's still available or not, but it's available, or it's out there, is what I was trying to say. I do have the Lord of the Rings box set. Yes, I do. What's up, Jake? I'm going to be interviewing the president of Severn Films for Boutique Talk later this week. Are you kidding me, Jake? The president of Severn Films? You son of a bitch. Do I have any questions? You know what? Severn is on my good side right now. They're on my good side because they just announced that they're doing the autopsy of Jane Doe on 4K, and I love that movie. Um, can they release more movies that are good? That's the main question. Can they release more movies that I like the autopsy of Jane Doe? That would be the first question you ask. No, I can't think of anything. If I think of something, I'll message you later on Instagram. But that's cool. I'm glad you get to do that. I'm sure it's going to be a great interview, and I'm excited to watch it. Are there ever going to be released Evil Speak? Who put that out? Was that Scream Factory? Maybe that'd be a good one for a toy robot. Maybe. I'm here to call out Terror Vision. Terror Vision. I have seen on Instagram that people have been posting stuff that they got. I think they put out the 90s horrors box set. So it seems like stuff's coming. Maybe Student Bodies in 2028. Uh, we may get something from them soon. Columbia owns CBS, huh? So Sony? It's Disney, so I don't know. I hope so. I just don't know. I don't know. They're so stupid. So much money could have been made. Like how many of those Mighty Ducks 4K sets could they have sold? Like realistically. What do you all think? Gator Base still arriving sometime this century. Oh my god. I can't do it with TerraVision anymore. It's almost sad. I don't even like saying anything bad about it. It's just sad. It's sad what they're going through. And well, I mean not necessarily what they're going through, but just they were very promising and now it just feels like they've just put the nail in their own coffin. It's just I don't feel like they're going to survive how they've been doing business. And I just want to go on record and say I've been saying this for like 2 years about TerraVision, and I used to get a whole lot of pushback. And here lately, I haven't gotten as much pushback. The public sentiment seems to be more aligned with what I've been saying for a very long time. They need to get their shit together, or they're going to lose their customers, and that is what's happening right now because people don't want to pre-order something in May of 2025 and still not have it in June of 2026. They don't want to spend their hard-earned money and have to wait over a year to get the release. That's just common sense. All right. Anyway, I don't want to pile on TerraVision. Um, Probably Minority Report. I love Minority Report, so I'll say that. Blade Runner's good, but I like Minority Report a little bit better. Sheep Detectives did really good. I'm disappointed I didn't get a chance to go out and see that. Um, if he ever if he ever comes to Kentucky, I'm there. I don't think he will though. They seem to be people that just like to stick to the more elite territories. I'll say that. I don't think they're going to be out here in this region. Um, Top 3 best anime. I've actually seen some anime now. So I feel like I can maybe answer this. I will go number 1, Spirited Away. I will go number 2, my neighbor Totoro, and I will go number 3, Your Name. And those are the only 3 I've seen. No, I think I've seen a couple more. I saw the Howl's Moving Castle. I've seen that. Yeah. We were watching those last year or earlier this year with the family, and we stopped, so we need to pick that back up. We're trying to get through all the Ghibli stuff. All right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I said it when I reviewed it on the channel in a video, but I didn't have the Blu-ray to compare it to, but I just wasn't super impressed with the 4K. I thought parts of it looked pretty good, but otherwise it was too dark. He blocked you on Twitter. Well, I mean, he has that right. Depends on how nasty you're being about it, I guess. Rumble in the Bronx 4K and the Jackie Chan. Oh, nice. I'm excited to watch Rumble in the Bronx. That's the only one in the set that I've seen. I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, you said Arrow Video did a great job on a 4K. It's like the no-brainer of the year. Zach says, Ken, do you really not care about buying physical media from eBay to find it easily if they are just on DVD and Blu-ray? I don't know what the question is. Zach, you're spamming, aren't you? You're the one spamming in here. You can't do that. I have to block you, put you in timeout. I'll answer your question, and then you're going in timeout for all the spam. Because that's how I roll, Zach. Please, I am saying that I hope you do buy physical media from eBay if everyone freaks out about mergers. Yeah, I'll buy physical media from eBay. I actually bought something recently from eBay, so I'm not opposed to buying from eBay. I will. But let's see. You gotta go to timeout, Zach. I'm sorry. I gotta get rid of all these comments. I didn't see that you were doing that. Kenny Shorts. What are your favorite and least favorite PS1 video games? My favorite PS1 video game is probably Final Fantasy 7. Or 8. I love both of those games when I was a kid. I can't think of a least favorite. Honestly, I feel like I liked all the games I had on there. Maybe I had a stupid game on there. I can't remember. Um, I don't think I had like the Die Hard game on there. That wasn't that great. That wasn't that great. Silver Bullet's a phenomenal 4K. I agree. Yeah, yeah. That's why it's right there over my shoulder. It's just a constant reminder that I need to watch it. I'm gonna drag that out though. I'm gonna drag it out, and when I watch it, there will be a video. There will be a video, but I'm gonna drag it out. Let's see. Primal Fear, I need to watch, yeah. Watch Mac and Me. Somebody said, "How many times will I see the Mac and Me clip?" What's up, Action Papa? Yeah, I forget who I got this from. Uh, I forget. I have to look at the tag. I don't think I can see the tag. Um, I forget where I got this from, but it was one of those T-shirt companies on Instagram. As soon as they showed it, I bought it immediately. Yeah, I'm going to see Disclosure Day tomorrow night. We got tickets already, and I am very excited. Very excited. Very excited. I just hope it's good. I don't need it to be a masterpiece. I don't need it to be the best Spielberg movie ever. I just want it to be good and I want to enjoy it. That's it. And I want it to have a little touch and hint of that Spielberg magic. I need to watch Emerald Forest. I have the Kino of that. I need to watch it. I thought about watching it after Excalibur. A lot of movies to watch, guys. Uh Yeah, you do need that. We do need an Obsession 4K steelbook. I agree. I think it's because it's universal, you'll probably see it, like, later this year. I mean, that was in the movie club. They locked it in a club, right? And I heard those Blu-rays weren't that great anyway. I think if they did a nice elaborate box set, like, it would sell. Plus, that was before, like, nostalgia really started kicking in, and the collector community became a little bit more niche. I think it would sell and do better now. Do I think Obsession will be nominated for the Oscars? I don't. I don't think it will. I could be wrong. To me, that there's nothing about that movie or any of the performances that are Oscar worthy. None of it. None of them. It's a really really solid horror movie. Really solid horror movie. I like it a lot. Nothing about that movie is Oscar worthy to me. But that's subjective. I could be wrong. I mean, Amy Madigan won for Weapons. I don't really think I like that she won. I liked it, but I don't really think that she deserved to be nominated or win. Um, so yeah, I don't think it will. I think it came out too early and they're gonna forget about it by the time it comes out. But maybe. I don't know. That movie is a huge deal. It's a huge deal right now, and that might be enough to keep it in the conversation. Princess Mononoke. Yeah, I need to watch that. Maybe. I'm not gonna get it when it comes out. I didn't get the first American Pie steelbook. Like, if maybe there's a steelbook sale on Groove, they do those very often. And maybe if it goes down to like 16 or 17, I'll get both of them in one go like that. But it's only if they're still available. I got the 80 film sets. I don't need them. But I'm such a fan of American Pie, so to have two steelbooks of American Pie would be awesome. Um, yeah, I've said that before. If they do that with Project Hail Mary, people are gonna be pissed about that. So they need to start adding bonus features. The only promise I have or hope that I have is that they did the Fallout season 2 and there were special features on that. So maybe, you know. All right. Are you asking me a trivia question? Most controversial in history? It's um is it Crash? Is that what you're talking about? Sleepers on 4K is beautiful. I'm assuming you meant 4K. Yeah, Sleepers 4K was incredible. Yeah, Zach, we can hear the echoes of Zach's multiple questions. Yeah, I thought it was up, and I looked the other day and it was down again. It was weird. Yeah, I need to watch Primal Fear. I got the Paramount Presents 4K sitting over there ready to watch because, like I said, I'm trying to get through a bunch of 1996 movies because what I want to do is make a video, and it'll be a lengthy video where I talk about all the different Blu-ray and 4K editions for the year of 1996. Just a big, like, comprehensive look at a certain year, 1996, and the physical media releases. Um, so yeah, I'm planning that. It's gonna take me a while because I got to get through a lot of movies and there's some stuff I still want to get and buy. So that might not come for another 3 months, but that's what I'm working towards. Yeah, I agree. Um, no, it was before you saw you couldn't get them anymore, and you got FOMO and wanted the Disney stuff. Now you have gotten them, and then you wouldn't be griping now. Um, yeah, maybe you're right. I gripe a lot. The Substance, I think did the Substance. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I like The Substance a lot. I did. I don't know if it was an Oscar film though. I think Demi Moore's nomination was deserved, but I don't know if it was an Oscar movie. You might be right. I don't know. It depends on a lot of different factors. I mean, if there's a bunch of other performances that come out this year that overshadow it, like we got some heavy hitters coming this year. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, that movie, just the performance of the movie, which should have no weight on the actual performance of the people involved in the movie, but the fact that the movie will probably stay in the conversation for the remainder of the year is probably reason enough for them to nominate her. Again, I'm not saying she's bad. She's great in the movie. She's great. Is she Oscar worthy? Is she Kathy Bates in Misery? No, she's not. No, she's not. I'm sorry, she's just not. It's a fun, very memorable genre film performance. But that is just my opinion. I want you guys to understand that is just my opinion, and you don't have to feel the same way. It's fine. I have most of that stuff on that website, so I have not hit it up, but I did make a recommendation video because I have most of the stuff for you guys for tomorrow. Um, let's see. It was a great transfer. They that both of them were American Pie. Both American Pies were great. $5 super chat from Steve. What's up, Steve? Steve is always trolling me in the comment section. What is up with that, man? What is up with that? No, I'm just joking. Ken, how long did it take you to get the collection this big? Sorry if I gave you flack in the past for not. So you even acknowledged that you trolled me. Um, how long did it take me? Well, I have been collecting pretty consistently since 2016. Um, so I collected DVDs, some pretty much since I was a teenager. I had a VHS collection when I was a kid too, and I bought some VHSs or whatever when I was a teenager too. But I started my DVD collection when I was a teenager, built that up to maybe like 600 DVDs, and I sold all that in 2014 or 2015 because I was like, all right, we're in the era of digital, Netflix. This is the way now. I'm just gonna sell all this stuff. I don't need it. It's taking up space. I kept my horror DVDs though. I always kept my horror DVDs. Um, and I was like, I'm gonna embrace the new era, the digital era. And then like 2 months later, I was like, I like having my movies physically. So I was in Walmart, I think, on a Black Friday, or maybe it might have been like 6 months later. But I was at Walmart on Black Friday. I saw some Blu-rays for like $6. and I bought, I think, 6 or 7 of them, and that's where it started again, and that was probably in it was either Black Friday 2015 or Black Friday 2016. Um, but that's pretty much when I started, 2016 again, and, then it went into 4K and Blu-ray, and it's been hot and heavy ever since, and ever since I started the channel, it's just gotten even worse, because you guys say I enable you, but you guys also enable me as well, and you got you keep this whole cycle, going, and it's just, it's out of control. I know that, and I acknowledge that, and I will admit to that, um, but yeah, it's taken me, I guess, 10 years 10 years to do what you see back here. So, yeah. Alright, where are we at? Can you guys Oh, yeah, we might have to ban Yule. You keep spamming too, but Yule, sorry, buddy. Uh, Shakespeare in Love. I always think of, um, Regina Hall from Scary Movie because I just watched that last night, but she's so funny in that scene. Uh, I haven't seen yeah, I've seen Stay, but it's been a long time. I thought Stay was, Hayden Christensen. Yeah, we need something about Mary on 4K. Upgrading both audio and visual, watching 4K is fantastic and memorable experience. I agree. I agree. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna close out the stream. Uh, I have not watched my Day of the Dead 4K. I'm getting it in soon. I'm excited for it. I'm going through the chat real quick to finish anything else. Garbage little fight. Yeah. I knew they were gonna do it. Um, no Other Choice is getting a big box set release from Neon later this year, so it is getting something. I imagine it'll get a regular release after that, and it's also got a foreign and overseas 4K release. But yeah, it's getting the big box set treatment. No Other Choice is a great movie, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna finish out the stream. I'm not leaving yet. Okay, I'm gonna finish out the stream by talking about some 1996. Oh, the Lionsgate sale video is gonna go up tomorrow at 5. I'm gonna talk about some 1996 movies that I've watched recently on streaming. None of these on physical, and I've watched a lot of movies on YouTube. There's a ton of movies on YouTube for free. It's incredible. YouTube is a resource for watching movies as well. Tubi, I've watched some of the stuff on Pluto TV. I've also watched, stuff on Roku TV. No one wants to listen to me when it comes to saving physical media. I hear you, Zach. I hear you. Um, anyway. So I wanted to talk about some movies from 1996 really quick. Oh, we got a super chat. I have to address the super chat. Big Mix 4000. Suicide Kings is a dark comedy classic, in my opinion. It's only available on DVD. 2027 will be its 30th anniversary. Please can let Lionsgate know to celebrate properly. I will let him know, ma'am. I will let him know. Is that came out in 1997? Okay. So I wanted to talk about some 1996 movies. I've been watching most of these on the streaming apps that I mentioned. A lot of these on my phone. I know, gasp. I'm watching movies on my phone. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's good for sampling films and figuring out some stuff you may want to buy on physical media, some of the stuff you may not. But okay, let me go back a little bit and figure out when this started. So I did watch Hard Eights. I think it started with Hard Eights, even though I've been watching other movies from 1996 this year as well. But Hard Eight I watched, which is a Paul Thomas Anderson film. Gwyneth Paltrow, John C. Riley, Sam Jackson, and it's his first movie, first feature film. I'd never seen it. It's on YouTube for free, and it's a pretty decent movie. I enjoyed it. It wasn't fantastic, but it was a pretty nice little tight thriller with a good premise and kind of a dark movie as well. But I enjoyed that one. Then I watched Mulholland Falls, and I watched that on YouTube as well. This has got Nick Nolte in the lead role. It's got Jennifer Connelly, and it's this is a good movie for like if you finish Chinatown and you're like, I want another movie like Chinatown, but maybe it's not as good as Chinatown, but I'm okay with it just being mediocre, like a mediocre Chinatown ripoff, because I'm just in that Chinatown mood. And that's basically what Mulholland Falls is. It's Chinatown lights. But it was decent. It was decent. Lone Star. Lone Star. Um, I let's see. You know what? Sue can do whatever the hell she wants. Okay? Sue doesn't have to answer to me or anybody. What are you talking about? I won't address it. Who cares? Why don't you get a life? Why don't you get a life? Anyway, uh, let's see. Your bands. Your bands. Get out of here. Zach, don't be a drama queen. All right, let's get back to it. You guys are distracting me. Lone Star, really cool movie. I enjoy this one quite a bit. It was cool to see Chris Cooper in more of like a starring role, but this is directed and written by John Sayles. It was my first John Sayles movie, and I thought it was good. It was very interesting. It kept me engaged, and it was a nice little Western noir thriller with a good cast. And the ending of that film, like the reveal at the end, was kind of awkward and strange. Um, but I feel like they played it just right to where it didn't feel totally awkward and strange. But it's a really weird ending to the movie. But I still liked it quite a bit. But I watched my Criterion 4K. I did not watch that on streaming, by the way. I watched that on physical disc. Then I watched Trees Lounge. Trees Lounge. Has anybody seen this movie? This is a movie directed by Steve Buscemi, and it came out the same year as Fargo, and it's got Steve Buscemi. It's got the girl that was in Gummo. I forget her name. This is just a really kind of quiet, small character drama, and Steve Buscemi does a lot of kind of bad things, and he has to deal with those things, and he has to deal with his faults in life and come to terms with them. And it's just kind of a character journey. It's a quiet film. It's okay. Um, but yeah, Trees Lounge. I'm going through my letterbox, by the way. Um, and that only has a DVD. I watched that on Tubi. And the next one I watched was Naked Souls. With this is on Tubi. Pam Anderson. I don't know. The premise just sounded interesting, and I'm like, oh, it's Pam Anderson. It's the same year she did Barbed Wire. Maybe there's some merit to this movie. This is like a this is like a soft core um sci-fi thriller is what this is. And you know, it's it's not good. It does have um I forget what his name. God, I'm blanking on everybody. It's got a guy that was in a lot of old school horror movies. He was in Turtles 2. So he added a little bit of value to the film. But yeah, has anybody seen Naked Souls? The interesting thing about this film is that David Warner. David Warner. The interesting thing about this film is that it does not have a DVD, a Blu-ray, or any kind of release other than a VHS in the States. It's got an overseas DVD that is currently going for $300. So that is a very underserved movie on physical media. I think it would be perfect for like MVD Rewind if they ever put that out. But yeah, Naked Souls. Has anybody seen that movie? Let me know. Yeah, Chloe Savini. Then I watched what did I watch after that? Welcome to the Dollhouse, which says it's 1995, but it debuted in theaters in 1996. I have a complicated relationship with this director. What's his name? Todd Solidus. He directed Happiness. I was not a huge fan of Happiness. I'm kind of notorious for hating on that movie. I had a video that went very viral on Reddit, and everybody made fun of my cinema knowledge and said I didn't know what I was talking about and I shouldn't be taken seriously because I didn't like PDF file movies. But anyway, welcome to the Dollhouse. Not really like Happiness. I thought it was perfectly enjoyable coming of age film, and I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was bad. Now it does get into some like inappropriate stuff with minors, but I feel like it's all kind of lighthearted and it's done well enough. Um, and yeah, the actress in that film who was in, the Scream movies, and she was also in Hostel Part Two. I'm blanking on her name as well, but she was good in the movie. Just a nice coming of age film. Um, yeah, my review of Happiness is a classic. Then I watched Citizen Ruth. Oh, and I watched Welcome to the Dollhouse on DVD. By the way, so I do still watch DVDs. I watched Citizen Ruth, which is a movie with Laura Dern. I watched this on YouTube. It's on there for free. And this is an abortion satire that came out in 1996. And Laura Dern was phenomenal in this film. She was great. The whole movie's good. It's directed by Alexander Payne, and it was his first movie. Who also did The Holdovers recently. Um, I thought this was pretty good. It was a fun kind of comedy. Like I said, very satirical. It's got Red Foreman in it from that '70s show, or the villain from RoboCop. Um, and he's good in it. Everybody's good in the movie. I enjoyed the film. The ending kind of weird the way it ends, but it was a pretty good movie. Citizen Ruth. And then I watched The Juror from 1996. This was on Tubi. And The Juror does not have a Blu-ray in the States, but it has an imprint Blu-ray. This was a pretty good it's not a great movie, but it is a pretty good um kind of courtroom drama slash thriller, crime thriller a little bit. And yeah, it's really just a courtroom drama slash thriller. Demi Moore is um God, I'm blanking. I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking about so many movies, but Alec Baldwin, she so Demi Moore decides she wants to be on the jury for this big, like, high profile mob murder trial. And then she is propositioned by the mob, or basically threatened by the mob, that she has to testify not guilty in the jury. But not only that, she has to convince everybody else on the jury to testify not guilty. So it kind of turns into 12 Angry Men for about 15 minutes. And then it goes back to being more of a like like a crime thriller movie, but it's pretty good. It ends like in a big Aztec temple shootout. It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. It's got Alec Baldwin, Demi Moore. The cast is pretty good. Oh, it's got Anne Heche in it as well. So it's a really good cast, and I enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed it. It's perfectly watchable. Alec Baldwin's very over the top of the movie, but he's very good. I watched a lot of movies from 1996. I thought I was going to get through this quicker. North Star. I watched North Star. So I decided to watch two movies, generic Western movies from 1996. They were both on Tubi. North Star is a movie with Christopher Lambert, and also is Zach still in here? I gotta ban you, Zach. Sorry. Um, Yeah, Laura Dern is awesome. But North Star's got Christopher Lambert. It's got James Caan. I just watched it because James Caan was in it. Christopher Lambert is ridiculously bad in the movie. James Caan is watchable, but also not great. The movie is not great, and but I enjoyed parts of it. I guess it's kind of a wintry western, which is cool for the aesthetic, but it's not great. Then I watched Cheyenne, which was okay. It wasn't great either. I think that was a made for TV western. Um, but yeah, I don't think there was any notable stars in that movie at all. Then I watched what did I watch next? Oh, Marvin's Room. I checked out Marvin's Room. This was on Pluto TV. This is a drama with some of the greatest actors of all time. You had Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, and you also had Diane Keaton, all in a film together. And it's a pretty well done drama. I do feel like I feel like the actors outweighed the material they were given. I feel like they're just much better than like what's going on in the movie. And so they don't really get to spread their wings fully. I guess Diane Keaton does the most, but it's a good movie. It's not a great movie. Diane Keaton's got cancer, and she's trying to see if her distant relatives that she hasn't really seen a lot for the past 20 years has the right bone marrow to transplant to her. So they're all kind of visiting, hanging out. Their father's dying as well. Got to take care of him. So it's a pretty standard by the numbers family drama. Then I watched Eye for an Eye, and that was also on Pluto TV, and that has Sally Field in it, and that's got Kiefer Sutherland, Ed Harris, great cast in that movie. It was a great cast, and this was like a kind of like a serial killer thriller where Sally Field's daughter gets murdered like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and it is brutal. It is absolutely brutal. And then the movie's got some really interesting ideas, but the movie itself is not great. I don't wanna get into some of, like, the plot elements and twists because that would spoil things, but there's some interesting things that happen in the movie that I've never really seen in another movie, but the movie doesn't really, like, feel like it's interested in fleshing those things out. It just kinda goes back and turns into a standard, thriller for the last part of it. So Eye for an Eye's okay. Most of the movies I've talked about so far are like 3.5 star movies, except for the 2 westerns, they were both 2 stars. Kansas City, I watched, which is a Robert Altman film. It's got Jennifer Jason Leigh in it. It's got, I think Steve Buscemi was in that movie as well. Very small part, but he's also in the movie. And, this was okay. It's really she kidnaps a woman, trying to get her husband to get, her husband out of trouble with a crime organization in the city, and so it's just kinda them traveling around the city all night as she's kind of, like, holding this woman hostage, and it was enjoyable enough. I liked parts of it, thought other parts were kinda boring. It kinda drug a little bit, it's 2 hours long, but overall, it was pretty decent. It was decent, but not great. Then I watched, let's see, where am I at now? Bed of Roses. I watched Bed of Roses with Christian Slater and see I watched Fried Green Tomatoes too, which also has Mary Stuart Masterson in it. And I watched that with my wife the other night, and that movie holds up pretty good. I enjoy Fried Green Tomatoes. But Bed of Roses is a romantic I wouldn't even call it a comedy. It's not a rom-com. It's just a romantic movie is what it is. It's Christian Slater, who owns a flower shop, who used to be like a big city Wall Street banker dude, investment guy, and he decided to give all that up to own a flower shop because of some tragic things that happened in his past. And he spots Mary Stuart Masterson up in her window, and he's like, "Hey, I want to deliver some flowers to her and maybe marry her." And romance ensues between the 2 of them. It's pretty generic. It's pretty cheesy. I can see being a woman in the '90s and loving that movie and having a lot of nostalgia for it, but just watching it, for the first time on YouTube, that's on YouTube for free. I thought it was okay. Honestly, I gave it a 2.5 stars. I didn't think it was that great. City Hall is pretty middle of the road political thriller. John Cusack gives a ridiculous Louisiana accent the whole movie. He kind of goes in and out of the accent as well. Al Pacino's great as always. There's some pretty shocking scenes in it, but otherwise it's just the basic kind of mob gangster crime thriller political drama movie, and it was okay. City Hall. And then I watched The Arrival, which is 1996, but I watched the 4K. I'm going to talk about that 4K later. Today, I watched Set It Off. This is the last movie I watched on streaming. I watched Set It Off, which is on Tubi. This is an F. Gary Gray movie who also directed Friday. And this is a pretty awesome movie. I remember seeing the trailers for Set It Off when I was a kid, but I'd never seen this movie. And it was a pretty cool movie, very enjoyable. The four leads are amazing together, have great chemistry. You got Jada Pinkett Smith, um, you got Queen Latifah, Vivica A. Fox. It's a great cast. One of the Bobs from Office Space is in the movie, and I really enjoyed the movie. It starts off as like a crime thriller, and then it just turns into like a full on action thriller in the last act of the movie. And I thought it was pretty good. And there's some pretty, you know, the movie obviously asks some questions like, what would you do if you were put in this position? If you were just kind of beat down by life and the system, would you fight back? So it's very kind of relatable in that way, I feel like. And the movie goes into some good directions, and it kind of plays it just right, I think. I don't know. I enjoyed it pretty much from beginning to end. I think it might be a little bit too long, but other than that, it was pretty good. Probably one of my favorite ones that I've watched so far since I started watching all these movies on streaming. But anyway, that's it, guys. I don't know how many movies I talked about. I feel like it was something like 10 or 12. But I got more to go, more research to do. There's a lot of undiscovered hidden gems in the year of 1996, and I want to try to mine out as many as I can. But let me know if you guys have seen any of those movies. And thank you all for watching this stream, this nonsense for over 2 hours. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment after the stream if you got anything to comment about. And I will see you guys next time.